Okay. Let's see here. So I definitely have that. Now the MetaQuest Developer Hub is not seeing my headset. Let me see if I can correct that. Alright, let's see here. See what my IP address is. For some reason it doesn't see it. Let's take a look. I'm learning the ins and outs of this. Okay, let's try this quick command here. See if this works. Okay, I've started ADB. Okay, that's working now. Right now I should be able to cast. Alright. Where are the casting settings? No, I don't want you to just cast without... Where are the casting settings? ADB over Wi-Fi is on. Why does it say off? It's definitely on. There we go. Okay, now it's on and it still says it's on. Now where are the darn casting settings? Here's start casting. What are you doing? What the heck is wrong with this headset? Okay. Resume. Dumb thing. Oh, it is casting. Okay. But what resolution? Actually, I'm gonna tell it to stop casting. Because I need to get rid of this dumb message on the screen. I'm gonna exit out the game for this obnoxious, stupid thing. Okay, there we go. Let me plug in my battery backpack. Ah, this resume anytime thing. Ugh. Horrible, buggy Quest OS. Oh well. At least it doesn't show in the casted video. It only shows on my head. Ah, that's gonna drive me crazy though. Dang it, I'm gonna have to reboot this idiotic thing. Buggy piece of garbage. I'm gonna reboot this thing. Or restart. Let's see how quickly I can restart this dumb thing. Okay, so I'm gonna need a window capture. I'm gonna have to add a window capture device. Is it rebooting? Okay, it's rebooting. We'll call it MQDH casting. We'll capture some other wrong window for now. Okay, let's get in the headset. Hopefully that buggy message will be gone now. I'll probably have to enable Wi-Fi ADB real fast again. They kind of make this Quest is a hassle for developers. Okay, ADB over Wi-Fi is enabled. Good. What was that? Alright, now let's see if this works. Wait, it said ADB over Wi-Fi was connected. Was enabled. Oh well, you know what? I'll just use the manual command. Which does not work. So that means the dumb MetaQuest Developer Hub thing doesn't properly enable it, so I'll enable it by hand. Oh wait. I'll connect to this one. Okay, now it's running. TCP/IP mode. Now I'll do ADB connect. There. Now I'm connected. Now I'm at a Quest Developer Hub. Gives me the option to cast. Start casting. Now let me fix this window. Should be at the bottom of the list, not the top. There, okay. And different window. That one. Okay. Let's move this over here. Let's move OBS to my other screen. For some reason that's not working. And do I get any sound? View 2D apps. Ooh, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Okay. Right eye. Casting settings. 60 frames per second. 1440p. Excellent. Now, is there any target bitrate? Unfortunately, it won't let me go higher than 30, but Alright, the window capture doesn't appear to be working for this, so I'm gonna scrap that. Scrap that, okay. So let's just capture that monitor instead and hope for the best. LG. Wait a minute, what is going on here? This doesn't make any sense. This should be filling the whole screen. What's my base canvas? Oh, Nikes. I know it's wrong. I was using my crummy, I was using my crummy work stuff. I'll try this again. My monitor was on 1080p, that was the problem. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, that's more like it. Now it's filling up the screen. Oh, it's actually working now, I think. Maximize it. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Now what remains to be seen, that all looks correct so far. Now what remains to be seen is whether we get any audio. So I've got Antline, I've got desktop audio, MQDH. Let's see if MQDH outputs any audio by itself. Alright. Or if it just comes through desktop audio. It's coming. This is Antline. Why is there no audio? Does the MetaQuest Developer Hub not have audio? Stupid. Alright, I gotta look into this. Oh, it's muted by default.
M4. M4, yeah? I've done the M, then I need to do the 4. Alright, joining M4.
Cool. Yes.
Bro, why is this game so hard to move around? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Ugh. Get this thing stuff out of here. Whoa, man. Guys, wait, look at this, look at this. Wait, look at this.
Okay,
Look
that
behind
took
you.
a long time.
Ah!
Alright. That took a lot longer than I would have liked, but I'm finally ready to capture some footage for comparison. So, before I do that though, let me just see which makes me heavier, that or this. It doesn't, I can't tell the difference. Huh. Can't seem to tell the difference. I think I'll use my old standby that I've always used. Okay, let me grab my weapon and capture some in-game footage. This game right now on my screen does not look high resolution though. Let me just see if something might be wrong here. Oh, it says it's casting. Even though it's using MetaQuest Developer Hub casting, it still counts as casting apparently. According to the system pipeline, it's still, Well, let me just check, make sure that Animal Company is running at the resolution and such that I want it to be running at. Hertz. Resolution, I don't care, 72 hertz, whatever. As long as it's at least 60 or higher. 2560 pixels wide. The game just... the graphics don't look as sharp as I think they should. Alright. Let's give it another try and see if I can capture some action footage so we can compare it to previous footage that was using the regular casting. So this is what they call Casting 2.0 in MetaQuest Developer Hub. I think one thing that's happening is regardless of what resolution my headset's at, running the game at,
grapple hooks too.
I think the game engine can probably limit itself to a certain resolution, and that's probably what it's doing.
There's also grapple hooks too.
Who has bridge?
Here,
grapple?
there's some-
Am I on the game?
So it might not, none of this,
Why?
it might be that none of this helps. It might be that none of this makes any difference because it might be the Animal Company itself will not render any sharper than this. So it might not do any good to cast at a higher resolution and all this other stuff, but we'll see. Let me grab a weapon. All right, let's get some action footage here. Try to get an idea of, so I can compare the OBS recordings of this to previous recordings and see if one looks better than the other or if they look the same. That way that'll give me some idea whether this is worth the effort to cast this way instead of the easier way. Now they removed one of the incentives to use the officially supported regular way of casting and also the frog cam through the camera app. One of the incentives was that you could use YouTube live streaming chat, but Meta went ahead and broke that, so they took away that incentive to want to use their crappy software. You might as well use a more complicated, harder solution because there's no longer any advantage to doing it their way, the way they want you to do it. The supported way is actually not supported because they have terrible support for anything except for the very most popular thing. Like if the whole headset was broken, they would probably fix it, but it's a feature that, even though a lot of popular content creators use that YouTube live chat feature, it helps them make money, still, they just leave it broke. They broke it in the latest update, OS update, or maybe the one before that, and can't seem to fix it somehow. I mean, how hard could it be? It's literally just their stupid lookup, whatever service they use to look up the YouTube channel and try to find your stream key or whatever is messed up, and it doesn't expose any options for power users. If you actually know your stream key, it won't let you enter it. So because their dumb lookup service is broken, there's no way around it because they lock everything down so much for little kids only. For power users, they don't expose any of the settings that you would need to fix problems by yourself, and instead of having to wait for them. Someday they might fix it. Probably the worst of all the really big tech companies out there. Out of all the really big names like Microsoft, Google, Apple, Meta is probably the bottom of the barrel of them all. Probably, and it's funny because it seems like they've been trying to kill whatever success they've had with the VR ecosystem that they created. They actually created something kind of special. They have a whole lockdown ecosystem of people playing games on Quest 2 and 3 platform, but it seems like they don't seem to have any interest in cultivating that community at all. It's like they barely have it on life support. Like they're determined to ruin whatever success they've had so far by just neglect and incompetence. And as if it's our fault that they wasted so much money on the metaverse. No one asked for the metaverse, okay? That was your fault, that's not the fault of the people who play games like this, VR games that are popular, like Animal Company, the #1 most popular game on this platform. Yeah, it's not because of games like this that you guys lost a bunch of money. It's because you got off on some dumb idea, sidetrack mission to try to create this metaverse thing that no one wanted. You should have listened, you should have paid attention earlier. And so now we're suffering the consequences because the stuff that you should have been investing in instead, like attracting quadruple A-list games to your platform and supporting the ones that already are successful, like Animal Company, and supporting features that are popular, like YouTube live streaming chat, actually not breaking it, fixing it after you broke it. Instead of investing in stuff like that, you spent all your money and you spent all your investor confidence and wasted it all on the metaverse. And so now we're paying the price, even though we're the market that should be cultivated, that you should have been cultivating all along. People like, this kind of thing will suffer now because of your dumb mistakes in the past. You can't do the right thing now because you spent so long with your head in the sand on a fool's errand trying to turn the metaverse into something that was never going to work. The reason I even bother, it's not for you, not thanks to you, despite Meta. It's because of companies like Booster and the communities that they create and games like Gorilla Tag and the creativity of developers like that are why I'm still here, and because of the community that already exists. Not because Meta's a good company, because they do the right thing. It's despite the fact of how crappy they are. And I would like to be able to support them with confidence and not criticize them, but they're so bad that I can't help but tell the truth. And if there was a better option, I'd be off of this platform in an instant. If there was any other competitor doing business in that space, but there's not really, which is kind of a shame. Kind of have a monopoly on this, which really, lock down VR ecosystems where you can do anti-cheats and stuff effectively. And it seems to me like it's a good the Quest 3S was one of the top sellers on Amazon this year, I think, during Black Friday. I mean, there's money to be made there. I don't know why these big businesses keep figuring out ways to snatch defeat from the job of victory. It's a good business model. Just ask Worcester, they're making lots of money off of this game. It's not even that sophisticated. It's fun. It's a good idea. It's a good genre. Of course, I could complain about Worcester too. I don't know enough about their business to really know how much of it is their fault and how much of it is just beyond their control. One thing's for sure, when you get a game this popular, cheating is rampant already. And if it wasn't, if it was on a different platform, there'd be even more cheating. So, however bad it is, however bad cheating is now, it'd be even worse. So if it was on PC. Can you even imagine if Animal Company was a PC game? Everyone would be nothing but cheats. Game bots. Already a lot of mods. It would be worse. I'm still afraid. I think Animal Company fans will love their community. I think that Animal Company fans will love the games to be supported on more platforms. Oh, I did something wrong. So, there's something that it kills you, and I haven't figured out what it is yet. But that's not the first time it's happened, where I've got the pillow and I'm blocking the laser beam, but I still die anyway. I think it might have something to do with, I'll review the footage later, but I think it might be, if you look down, it might be that I didn't look up, that I wasn't looking in the right place. The only thing I could tell right then when I died just now, the only thing I noticed is that I was looking around, I was looking down, I wasn't really paying that much attention. But I thought I had the pillow where it was supposed to be, so I kind of think that you have to look at the mom boss for the pillow to work. I'll see if I can figure it out. Not right now, though. Pillow. I think they can just show up to this code 24/7, all time of day, and then I will just be available to serve them. Like, I try to help people as much as I can, but I'm not just on call 24/7. You know, they know that I like to fight the mom boss a lot. That's a pretty involved thing. You can't really do other things while you're fighting the mom boss. I didn't die that time, and I don't really know why. I don't know the reason. Try to figure it out, but honestly, I probably will never know for sure. This game has a lot of bugs. I'm discovering new bugs every day. Okay, that should be enough video footage to serve as a comparison. Flop. Okay. I think I'll leave before anyone else tries to talk to me. Let's see. Actually, I'm just curious how many people are here. Just one other person. I have to go because that was my lunch break, so let's go back to work now.